Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Wise Folks Vancouver Island. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the best parts of shopping. Fashion, fashion, fashion. I'm in my total element. We're really glad that you joined us. On today's episode, we're going to learn about some incredible new looks that will make you feel beautiful on the outside as well as on the inside. Grab yourself a beverage and enjoy the show.
Osman. I'm so pleased to be with you here today with Lorna Ketler. She owns Bodacious Fashions, celebrating your curves. Welcome, Lorna.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you.
Thank you.
How long have you been here on Vancouver Island?
We've been on the island just over 3 years. Started in Victoria, now we're also in Nanaimo, so we've got 2 locations to serve the Bodacious ladies.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And you have some fashions that you're going to share with us here today?
We do, yes. First we have Florence, and she's going to come and show us her blue sky outfit. And we're really focusing on comfort today, so we have bamboo cotton blends, and she's also dressing up her outfit with a pearl necklace, also from our store.
Lovely.
Isn't she beautiful?
Thank you, Florence.
And next we have Elizabeth, and she's wearing blue sky today, also natural fabrics and fibers, and very comfortable. So we have a rayon tunic top and some bamboo blend pants.
Beautiful color.
Yes, lovely. And the jewelry, the bracelet is a Ziska bracelet made by Women's Cooperative, and the necklace is a Merck's necklace, that also from Bodacious.
Oh, Elizabeth, you look wonderful. Thank you.
And now we have Kim, and Kim is all about color, so we colored her up today, and she's wearing a Brenda Lane topper, bamboo cotton blend again, bamboo top underneath, and bamboo cotton blend pants. And this scarf is also a Canadian local designer, which is 100% silk.
Whoa!
And a super cute umbrella.
It's a beautiful umbrella. We all need one of those to cheer up the rainy spring days.
And they're under $20 for those umbrellas at Bodacious.
Thank you, Kim. So you've talked a lot about natural fibers, breathable layers.
Yes.
Is that what it's all about in fashion these days?
Well, I think as we get older too, we're all about layering. We're all about getting hot and cold. So natural fibers are the way to go. Bamboo is beautiful on your skin. It's like butter. Breathable silks as well. So we're really just trying to, even though we have some that are more dressy that are not as natural fabrics, mostly we're people 50 plus are looking for all those options for.
How are they for taking care of?
Easy, cold wash, hang dry mostly. We don't have, I don't think anything in the store is dry cleanable, so yeah.
Well, we want that for sure.
Yes.
It's nice to have them easy care, easy wear. How about sizing? You mentioned curvy
yes,
fashions?
so we carry sizes 10 to 24, but we focus on the larger sizes because they're very hard to find. So I curate all of our lines, and they are all, I try to get the lines that carry up to a 3X or a size 24 because we all want to look good. We all want beautiful options.
You mentioned that you do have some local designers.
Yes, the Brenda Lane top that she was just wearing, the topper, that is from the island.
Wow.
We have a couple lines that are from Vancouver, and then we also have branched out into some European lines.
Ladies come to your store. What can they expect to see this spring?
Again, we will have a lot of linens. We carry a lot of linen, and it's beautiful. And lots of color. We've kind of, over the 18 years I've been in business, people are wanting more color, which is so exciting.
It is.
And we have beautiful, stylish options to create your own style.
One thing that I remember hearing is that larger ladies should wear black.
Oh, I don't believe in rules.
No, and I'm so glad to hear you say that color, because color is, if you look good, you feel good, and that's wonderful.
Yes, yeah, we're all about breaking the rules and yeah, wearing what makes you feel beautiful. And we all have the right, and it's nice to have the opportunity to do that.
It certainly is. Well, thank you very much, Lorna, for coming in
for
today.
us.
Thank you to Florence, Elizabeth, and Kim for showing us the wonderful fashions. And we hope you come back again and show us the new lines that come in next season.
We'll be happy to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now you're up for a treat because Dan and Dan are coming up, and you just never know what those two are going to get up to. So see you later.
Today we have Cheryl Anderson. She is the owner of Rack Fashions, and she has some pretty stunning wear. Now, one of the things I've noticed about women is they're shy about trying a different style, and that I pretty much know from my own mom. And obviously the expert will know best. Cheryl, what do you find is the biggest mistake some women make?
You know, Daniela, I don't know if it's a mistake as much as a reluctance to just try something different. Certainly fashion has its own speed, and it goes as it goes, and it's not for, the current fashions aren't for everyone, but it's really important for people to just step out a little bit of their comfort zone and try something. And if they're shopping with somebody that can figure out their body type and what they like and the colors, usually there's something in current lines that will really, really work for them.
So now that we know what to look for, what are some of the hotter trends happening?
For spring, summer, we're going to see a lot of romantic pieces, a lot of feminine, flowy, continue with the flowy. Floral remains very, very, very hot. Geometric, you know, even off season, we're going to see a lot of leaves with the floral and things like that. Tops are coming up a little bit in length, which gives everybody a little bit of a choice, but you're still going to see long tunics, you're going to see flowy vests, you're going to see lots of things that are current this year as well. Some of the new colors will be more towards pastels, which will make a lot of women happy because sometimes it's not hard to find pastels.
And also I found you chose this outfit for me. I would have not have chosen it for myself, but I tried it and I received a lot of compliments. So it is true, you have to step out of your comfort zone. And one more thing I have to ask you, Cheryl, is somebody asked me, do you have to have a rack to wear your fashions?
No, that's a very good question. That's funny. So the question is, do you need a rack to wear my clothing?
That's what I asked.
Yes, no. Now, saying that, there's certain styles that do look better with a rack. But there are lots of beautiful cuts for tinier women. It's just really important to find the right piece for the right body type.
Love catching you off guard. Anything I haven't asked you that you feel is important to get across when it comes to fashion, when it comes to body type, when it comes to, I would say, the mature female, when it comes to fashion?
You know, the thing that I hear the most from my customers, especially mature customers, are they are really increasingly having difficulty finding things that they can wear in a lot of retail environments. And there's certainly clothing for everybody out there. There's lots of options. But what is most important is if they can find somebody that takes some time and actually spends a little bit of time with them to fit the pieces of clothing and give them some options, you can always make a woman feel beautiful.
Hello, I'm Isabella Ostman, and I am here today with Dawn Hankins. Dawn is a skincare consultant, and she is going to show us some things with skincare. And we have got Lily here. She's been kind enough to volunteer to be with us today. Welcome.
Thank you.
As we age, our skin regime needs to change. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. You know, as we age, our skin gets more drier. We find that we lose a lot of elasticity in the skin, and so we really need to hydrate it and really control that pH level in the skin. Yeah, so today I thought that I would just put a few products on Lilia here.
So as you are demonstrating some of the products, let's talk about a skincare regime. What is the most important thing that you need to do for your skin?
Well, first of all, we really need to make sure that at the end of the day that we remove any makeup. We don't want to be leaving that on the skin, because that can really block all the pores up. And therefore that causes problems with the skin. It stretches it, and then you're going to start getting all that acne around the skin and the blackheads and the blemishes. So really cleaning the skin, making sure it's all lovely and clear, and then applying the rest of the products.
So after partying, don't go to bed without taking your face off.
No, absolutely not. It's a big no-no, right? Yeah.
All right. So you've taken your makeup off. You use a toner.
Yeah, you cleanse, you'd use the makeup remover, then you cleanse it, which is a bit of an exfoliant that clears all the dead skin off the face. And then what we're going to do then is just using a toner, which really gets rid of all that residue on the skin that's left there. And then what we're doing here, we're just putting a little bit of extra hydration, you know, onto the skin. That's going to raise that hydration up by about 200%. So it's going to it feels a little bit tacky, right? But it really absorbs lovely into the skin.
So you put that on, and would you follow that up with a moisturizer?
Yes, you would. And obviously during the day, we want to have a moisturizer that really has a good SPF in there, at least a 30 SPF, because there's so many environmental aggressors out there. You know, with the sun, you've got the UVA, the UVB, you know, which really dries out the skin, and then you can cause all those blemishes across the skin. And that's why we get those age spots and the dark spots. So we really do want to protect it.
So speaking about age spots, what can you do about those age spots?
Well, yeah, we need to use a really good product. So the skincare company that I use has got a wonderful product that uses retinol and vitamin C. So it acts a bit like a brightening cream, so it lightens up that complexion.
But
so
that's not going to happen immediately, is it?
No, over time. Obviously, nothing's going to happen overnight. It would be too harsh on your skin.
So consistency?
Consistency is everything. You know, we want to make sure that we keep that up. You know, a lot of people say to me, oh, well, what happens, you know, when we stop using the products? Well, to me, it's a bit like when you stop cleaning your teeth, you're going to get cavities, right? So if we cleanse our skin, tone it, moisturize it, keep it hydrated, then you're going to get that lovely appearance, you know, over your skin, and that's where you'll get the results over time.
So we've talked a little bit about moisturizer. You'd use a different kind of a moisturizer in the evening than you would during the day?
Yes, you would. During the day, we want something that's got that SPF again on it. We're layering, you know, these products over the skin. And then at night, we want something that's a little bit more heavier, that's going to keep that moisture in and protect it, and then fill in all those fine lines that you have over your skin, to keep it young and youthful and feeling fresh and wonderful for the next day.
So with the spring being just right around the corner, I guess another thing is my mother would always wear gloves. Everywhere she went outside, she wore gloves, and she kept to keep the age spots off her hands. So I guess wearing gloves is maybe carrying a little too far, but a hat.
Well, yes, definitely want to keep that sun as much off your face as possible. You know, we don't want to get that, you know, that damage on the skin. It has such an effect on your skin. You know, so again, we're going to use a different product, you know, that again helps protect it and perfects it. You know, so then you're going to just feel just absolutely wonderful and more radiant, you know, as the day goes on. So this one is just really going to blend it into the skin. It looks a little dark at the moment, but as it goes on throughout the day, it's going to really keep that skin protected.
So when you're looking for skincare, what should you be keeping an eye out for?
Well, you're always looking for something that's got a really good SPF. I can't emphasize that enough. The SPF is really everything in your skincare. You know, you want to keep that protection going, and something that's really going to hydrate your skin and not dry it out.
Do you want to stay with the same product line?
Obviously, you know, absolutely. And, you know, people tend to think that, oh, let's just go for the cheap and cheerful that's over the counter. I can't really agree with that. You know, there's a lot of times
so look for quality skincare.
Quality rather than quantity. And
All
again, we want to keep that skin protected.
Thank you so much, Dawn, and thank you, Lily. And now we are going to go and see what Abigail is up to.
Hi, I'm Abigail. I will be asking some wise folks some pretty cool questions. When you were young, what vegetable did your mom make that you didn't like?
Turnips. They call them rutabagas now, but they used to be called turnips, and I couldn't stand eating them. I just didn't like them.
So what would you do in order to not eat them?
Well, I would try and feed it to the dog.
I did not like turnips, and I don't like turnips today either.
I didn't like were peas, and even my children didn't like peas. When they were little, they'd spit them out. But my mother would give me fresh peas, but peas like in the pod, and we had a back porch, and you sat on that, and I got to shell them, so I got to eat one pea out of all 6 of them. And that was a treat. I like them raw. But
Was there any other vegetable that your mom would give you that you did not like?
I think of one. I like every vegetable.
Peas?
I like peas. I'm very fond of peas. How about you?
The things I don't like, peas, broccoli, cauliflower.
Oh my goodness.
And avocados.
You don't like them. How about cauliflower with cheese sauce on it?
I'll eat that. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hi, my name's Shelley, and I'm so pleased to be here with Deborah from Kayden Designs. Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
I know this segment is on adaptive clothing, and I'm wondering if you can tell me what exactly that is.
Well, adaptive clothing is clothing that's able to be used by people with limited mobility. So it's adapted, meaning it's adapting to their situation. Mostly it's open back clothing, so all the clothing opens in the back, so it's easy to put on for the caregivers to put it on the client, or, well, mostly it's that. Yeah, the caregivers are dressing them, but they don't have to lift their arms over their head. And it's easy to get them dressed when they have to use a sling.
So a person can still have a lot of choice in terms of the clothing they want to wear, but it's something that's easier to put on.
Yes, that's kind of our mission. Is I think that even though you're in a situation where you need this type of clothing, that you should still feel really good about what you're wearing. And the age ranges from young people right to older people, although on the island we do have a lot of people in the latter age group that needs this this type of clothing.
Now, I know you have got your lovely right-hand woman, Adeline, here.
Yes, I do.
And she's going to be modeling some clothing.
Yeah, we take our designs and we try to make it for every age group. This is obviously for an older lady that still likes to feel pretty, and it opens in the back and it gives them lots of coverage. So if they are walking down the hallway, everything's tucked in.
Perfect. So.
And there's a couple of other examples. The purple one being for a younger person, and it's stretchy. And we make a lot of these products from upcycled fabric. So it's fabric that has been donated or that we found, and then we piece it together to make outfits.
Perfect. And are you using people's own clothing and adapting it, or are you starting from scratch?
We do both. So if you have a lot of clothing that you've invested in and you've found yourself in a situation where you need it to be open back, we can take that clothing and recreate it to be open back. We also have a lot of new things, and we also have consignment items as well. So there's something for every price range.
Wow. And I know that you travel to go and see people, so you can meet people in their homes and different locations or facilities, is that right?
Yeah, I go to facilities, especially if the caregivers in some situations don't live near their family member, so they can have a hard time to look after that need, whereas I can go and visit the person and see exactly, with the help of the caregivers, exactly what mom or dad needs.
Perfect. Now, I know you had a story that you were going to share about someone's experience in receiving some clothing that you had adapted.
Well, I had a story from one of my clients' husbands, actually, and he just said that, you know, having all this clothing now available to her that I've redone for her has just completely changed her. She feels good about herself now. I guess she's quite strutting it out in her wheelchair now because she feels really good about herself.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, was there any other clothing that we were going to have
Well, I was just going to show you some examples of some of the things we do. And this is a pair of pants that Adeline has on that was an original regular pair of pants that we put the panels in at the back and make it an open back. And that's exactly how it works. The panels open up and it's accessible to tend to them, and they can be in the sling because a lot of people have to be in a sling to do all the necessary things. And we just have fun with it. There's a pair of jeans that we have done. So if you have your favorite jeans, you don't have to be wearing pull-on pants. You can wear some of the things that you're used to wearing.
And these are the ones specific to sitting in a wheelchair. So you're covered, you have a lot of choice in what you want to wear, and you're comfortable.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And we like to make them fun. Nobody needs to, they need to feel that they can have their own identity still with expressing themselves in clothing. Perfect. There's a lot of generic things out there, but we have a lot of fun designing fashionable items and items you wouldn't find anywhere else, and they're not going to run into each other down the hallway. We do men's too, obviously. We do men's, a lot of men's stuff.
Here's
and
some more.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's good. We have a lot of success, a lot of repeat customers.
Now, how can people get a hold of you, and where are you located?
Well, I'm in Parksville, and I have a Facebook page, so you can go to Adaptive Clothing by Kayden Design, and also on Google, and also in Parksville at 27 Woodland Drive.
Perfect. So you have a home-based business where people can come in and you go and see people.
Yes.
And it sounds like you put a lot of smiles on a lot of people's faces.
I do. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
I really appreciate you coming in today, Deborah, and thank you very much, Adeline.
Adeline, yeah. My sweet Adeline.
That's right.
What do you mean the show is finished already? I'm not ready to stop trying on clothes yet. Wait a second. Oh well. Listen, I'm so glad that you joined us on today's episode of Wise Folks. You know, if you really enjoy the show as much as we enjoy producing it, you'll be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and find out more information by calling us at Nanaimo Family Life Association. We're thrilled to produce this program for you, and we hope that you love the show as much as we love doing it. Stay tuned for our next episode. In the meantime, thanks for sharing, Wise Folks.
I walked with the world for many a mile. Life was fun for a little while. As I got older, how could I smile? How could I be happy for long? I met a wise folk the other day, told me to live in a happy way. Now I'm walking in the good old way, and I'm greeting life with a song. Something is missing in my heart today. I had to stop and rest a while. Not really sure what I need. How was I to find what's wrong? I met a wise folk the other day, told me to live in a happy way. Now I'm walking in the good old way, and I'm greeting life with a song. I'm greeting life with a song.